Pain. It's the one thing we all have in common, isn't it? The heartaches, the setbacks, the silent battles we fight behind closed doors. But what if I told you that pain isn't just something to endure? What if it's a tool, a powerful force waiting to be transformed into strength? What if your greatest struggles hold the secret to unlocking a version of you that you never thought possible? Every scar tells a story. Every challenge you've faced has shaped you in ways you might not even realize. But here's the truth. Most people let their pain define them. They carry it like a heavy weight, letting it drag them down. What they don't see is that the same pain can be the very thing that lifts them higher than they've ever been before. The question is, will you let it break you, or will you let it build you? In this video, we're diving deep into something that has the power to change your life. Resilience. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back. It's about coming back stronger, sharper, and more focused than ever. It's about turning your pain into your greatest power. And by the end of this guide, you'll not only understand how to do that, but you'll feel ready to face whatever life throws at you next. Here's what you'll learn. First, we'll uncover why pain is an unavoidable part of life and why that's not necessarily a bad thing. Then we'll explore the science of resilience, how some people rise above their struggles while others stay stuck. You'll discover how to tap into the hidden potential inside you, even when it feels like the world is against you. But it doesn't stop there. We'll break down practical steps you can take today to turn every ounce of pain you've ever felt into fuel. Fuel for growth. Fuel for transformation. Fuel for a life that isn't just about surviving but thriving. This isn't just another video about staying positive or keeping your head up. This is about learning how to rewire your mind, harness your emotions, and find meaning in even the darkest moments. You might think this sounds impossible. After all, how do you turn heartbreak into hope? How do you turn failure into fortitude? Let me tell you, people have done it. Ordinary people. People who've faced unimaginable pain and walked out the other side stronger than ever. And if they can do it, so can you. So stay with me until the end, because what you're about to hear could be the turning point you've been waiting for. This isn't just a guide, it's a wake-up call. A reminder that no matter how deep the pain, you have the power to rise above it. The power to turn your pain into purpose and your setbacks into comebacks. Your journey to resilience starts now. Let's dive in. Pain comes in many forms, each one leaving its mark on us in ways we can't always see. Physical pain is the most familiar. It's the sharp sting of an injury, the dull ache of a chronic condition, or the fatigue that weighs on your body after a long, relentless day. It's tangible, visible, something you can often point to. A broken bone or a throbbing headache is undeniable, forcing you to acknowledge its presence. Yet, physical pain, as intense as it can be, often comes with solutions. Medications, rest, or the passage of time. It heals, leaving scars that fade, but it reminds us of our vulnerability. Emotional pain is different. It lingers in the invisible corners of our hearts, cutting deeper than any wound. It's the grief of losing someone you love, the sting of betrayal, the loneliness that wraps itself around you in the dead of night. Unlike physical pain, you can't always explain it. You can't point to where it hurts because it feels like it's everywhere. Emotional pain can consume your thoughts, distort your perceptions, and leave you questioning your worth. It doesn't fade as easily. Instead, it demands that you confront it, understand it, and work through it. Something many of us avoid because it feels too overwhelming. Then there's psychological pain, a force that's harder to define, but just as impactful. It's the mental and spiritual anguish that comes with self-doubt, fear, or a sense of purposelessness. It's the result of internal battles that no one else can see. Anxiety whispering worst-case scenarios, depression pulling you into its depths, or guilt weighing heavily on your conscience. Psychological pain can make the world feel smaller, darker, and harder to navigate. It's a quiet storm inside your mind, one that doesn't simply pass, but requires resilience and understanding to weather. No matter the type of pain, one thing remains true: it's universal. Everyone at some point in their life will face it. Pain doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care who you are, where you come from, or how strong you think you might be. It's the thread that connects us all, reminding us of our shared humanity. Yet, despite its universality, pain often isolates. When we're hurting, it feels as though no one else could possibly understand what we're going through. But the truth is, pain is a language we all speak. Its details may vary, but its impact is something everyone recognizes. And while pain can feel cruel and relentless, it's also a teacher. It demands that we pause, reflect, and adapt. It reminds us of what matters, of what we need to change, or of what we need to let go. Whether it's physical, emotional, or psychological, pain shapes us. It can bring us to our knees, but it can also force us to rise stronger. Pain doesn't just challenge us, it connects us, showing us that we're never truly alone in our struggles. Adversity is something most of us try to avoid. It's uncomfortable, unsettling, and often painful. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if adversity isn't just something to endure, but something that can shape us in ways we never imagined? Life's challenges, as difficult as they may seem in the moment, often carry the seeds of personal development. It's through struggle that we grow. It's through discomfort that we discover strengths we didn't even know we had. When life throws obstacles in our path, our initial instinct is to resist them. We ask, why me? Or why now? But what if instead we asked, what can I learn from this? Challenges have a way of forcing us out of our comfort zones. They push us into uncharted. In that process, we develop resilience, creativity, and a greater sense of self-awareness. Think about the people who inspire you the most. Chances are, their stories include moments of incredible hardship. They've faced loss, failure, or rejection, yet they emerge stronger, more focused, and often more compassionate. Their struggles didn't define them, they refined them. Adversity became the catalyst for transformation, turning their pain into purpose. This isn't just coincidence, it's a pattern. The greatest growth often comes from the greatest challenges. Challenges also have a unique way of shifting our perspectives. When everything is easy, we rarely stop to question who we are or what we want. But when life tests us, we're forced to reevaluate. We start to see what truly matters and what doesn't. We find clarity in the chaos, discovering priorities we might have overlooked in more comfortable times. Adversity strips away the unnecessary, leaving us with a clearer vision of our goals and values. It's not just about personal growth either. Adversity can open the door to positive life changes. Losing a job might push someone to pursue a career they're truly passionate about. A heartbreak might lead to self-discovery and a healthier relationship down the road. Even failure, which so many of us fear, can teach us invaluable lessons. It's through falling down that we learn how to get back up. Each setback becomes a stepping stone, moving us closer to the person we're meant to be. Adversity also connects us with others. It reminds us that we're not alone in our struggles. When we open up about our challenges, we often find support, understanding, and even inspiration from those who've walked similar paths. Shared adversity has the power to build empathy, deepen relationships, and create communities of strength. Life's challenges are never easy, but they're also never meaningless. Each one is an opportunity to grow, to change, and to evolve. It's in the face of adversity that we discover what we're truly capable of. It's where we find not just survival, but transformation. It's natural to want to run from pain. When it hits, the immediate reaction is often to avoid it, to numb it, or to pretend it isn't there. We try to distract ourselves, hoping that the pain will eventually disappear on its own. But what if the very act of avoiding pain is the thing that keeps it alive? What if the key to overcoming it is not running from it, but facing it head on? Facing pain is one of the hardest things we can do. It's uncomfortable, it's raw, and it forces us to confront feelings and experiences that we might rather leave buried. But avoiding pain doesn't make it go away. It just hides it deeper inside us, making it harder to deal with in the long run. The longer we ignore it, the more it festers. It can manifest in ways we don't expect, through physical ailments, mental exhaustion, or destructive behaviors. Pain that isn't dealt with doesn't simply disappear, it builds up, creating layers of unresolved emotions that can weigh us down. Pain has no place in the script. Acknowledging pain, no matter how difficult, is the first step toward healing. It's the moment when we stop pretending and allow ourselves to fully experience what we're feeling. This doesn't mean wallowing in it or letting it consume us, but rather accepting it for what it is. When we acknowledge pain, we give ourselves permission to heal. It's like admitting to ourselves that we've been hurt, that we're struggling, and that we need help. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. The courage to face pain is the first step toward taking control of it. When we avoid pain, we prevent ourselves from learning the lessons it has to offer. Pain, in its many forms, often has wisdom hidden within it. If we're too afraid to feel it, we miss the opportunity for growth. Every time we confront pain, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. We learn our limits, our triggers, and our coping mechanisms. We discover what we're capable of enduring, and more importantly, what we're capable of overcoming. Pain is a teacher, and the more we're willing to listen, the more we can learn. Facing pain doesn't mean we have to like it or embrace it right away. It's okay to feel angry, sad, or frustrated, but by acknowledging the pain, we give ourselves a chance to move through it, rather than being trapped by it. Healing comes when we stop pretending it doesn't exist and start taking the necessary steps to address it. Whether it's talking to someone we trust, seeking professional help, or simply allowing ourselves time to grieve, these are the moments when healing begins. The process of facing pain can be messy, it can be uncomfortable, and it can take time. But it is the most powerful thing we can do for ourselves. When we face pain, we disarm its power over us. We take back control. The longer we avoid it, the longer it controls us. But once we acknowledge it, we begin the journey toward freedom. It's only by facing pain that we can truly heal and become stronger for having done so. Perspective is a powerful thing. It shapes how we see the world, how we interpret our experiences, and how we respond to the challenges that life throws our way. When faced with adversity, it's easy to fall into a mindset of negativity and hopelessness. But what if the situation isn't the problem? What if it's how we're choosing to view it? Shifting perspective doesn't change what's happening, but it can completely transform how we deal with it. And in that transformation lies the key to resilience. Adversity often feels overwhelming because we see it as an obstacle, something designed to break us down. But a shift in perspective allows us to see it as an opportunity instead. Challenges, as painful as they may be, have the potential to teach us, to strengthen us, and to help us grow. When we stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What can I learn from this?" the entire dynamic changes. We move from being victims of our circumstances to active participants in our own growth. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful tools for fostering a positive perspective. It's easy to focus on what's going wrong when life feels difficult, but practicing gratitude shifts the spotlight to what's still right. Even in the darkest moments, there's something to be thankful for. A kind word from a friend, the strength to keep going, or even just the lessons we're learning through the struggle. Gratitude doesn't erase pain, but it reminds us that adversity isn't the whole story. It helps us see that there's more to our lives than the hardship we're facing. One effective way to cultivate gratitude is to make it a daily practice. Taking a few minutes each day to reflect on what you're thankful for can rewire your brain to notice the positives. Writing these things down or saying them out loud can make the practice even more impactful. Over time, you begin to see life through a lens of abundance rather than lack, even in the midst of challenges. Another way to shift perspective is by reframing the narrative you tell yourself. Instead of seeing adversity as something happening to you, consider it something happening for you. This doesn't mean ignoring the pain or pretending everything is fine. It means choosing to focus on how the experience is shaping you. Perhaps it's teaching you patience, resilience, or empathy. Maybe it's preparing you for something greater down the road. Reframing doesn't change the situation, but it changes your relationship with it. Mindfulness is another practice that can help you shift your perspective. Being present in the moment allows you to step back from your emotions and view the situation more objectively. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can respond with clarity and intention. Mindfulness helps you recognize that while you can't always control what happens, you can control how you interpret and respond to it. Perspective is everything. The question of this episode is, when you shift how you see adversity, you open the door to growth, healing, and even unexpected joy. The situation might remain the same, but the way you experience it becomes entirely different. It's not about denying the pain or pretending it doesn't exist. It's about finding the light within it. Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt, recover, and even thrive in the face of stress, adversity, or hardship. It's not about avoiding difficult emotions or pretending everything is fine. Instead, it's about acknowledging the challenges, feeling the emotions they bring, and finding a way to move forward with strength and clarity. Emotional resilience doesn't mean you won't experience stress or pain. It means you've developed the capacity to navigate through it and come out stronger on the other side. Life is unpredictable, and no one is immune to setbacks or struggles. Emotional resilience acts as a buffer, allowing us to maintain balance and stability even when life feels chaotic. It's what helps us to keep going after a failure, to stay grounded during uncertainty, and to find hope when things seem hopeless. This ability isn't something we're born with. It's a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time with intentional effort. One of the most effective strategies to build emotional resilience is to develop self-awarenesses. Taking the time to understand your emotions and triggers allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Journaling, meditation, or simply pausing to reflect on your feelings can help you become more attuned to your inner world. When you recognize what you're feeling and why, you gain the ability to manage your emotions instead of being controlled by them. Building a strong support system is another cornerstone of emotional resilience. Instead, having people you can lean on during tough times, whether it's friends, family, or a therapist, can make all the difference. Talking through your challenges with someone who listens without judgment can lighten the emotional load and provide valuable perspective. It's a reminder that you don't have to face everything alone, and seeking support is a sign of strength, not weakness. Practicing self-compassion is also key to emotional resilience. Life's challenges can often lead to self-criticism or feelings of inadequacy, but treating yourself with kindness can create a more positive inner dialogue. Remind yourself that it's okay to struggle, that mistakes are part of growth, and that you're doing the best you can in the moment. Self-compassion helps to quiet the inner critic and creates a foundation of self-worth, which is essential for resilience. Another powerful strategy is to focus on problem solving rather than dwelling on the negative aspects of a situation. While it's natural to feel overwhelmed at times, shifting your energy toward finding solutions can create a sense of empowerment. Break the problem down into smaller, manageable steps and tackle them one at a time. This proactive approach not only addresses the issue, but also builds confidence in your ability to handle future challenges. Maintaining healthy habits also strengthens emotional resilience. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, and sufficient sleep can improve your physical well-being, which in turn impacts your emotional health. When your body feels strong, your mind is better equipped to cope with stress. Similarly, mindfulness practices such as deep breathing or yoga can help you stay calm and focused, even in high-pressure situations. Emotional resilience isn't about never feeling upset or anxious. It's about building the tools to face those emotions and adapt to the challenges life presents. With time and practice, resilience becomes a source of inner strength that allows you to handle whatever comes your way. Adversity can feel like a heavy weight, pressing down and making everything seem more difficult. But within every challenge lies the potential for growth. The key is learning how to harness that adversity and use it as a catalyst for personal transformation. It's not an easy process, but with intentional steps, you can turn even the most painful experiences into opportunities for growth and self-discovery. The first step is to shift your mindset. Instead of seeing adversity as something designed to defeat you, view it as a challenge meant to strengthen you. Ask yourself what you can learn from the situation. What skills, qualities, or insights can you develop through this experience? When you approach adversity with curiosity instead of resistance, you open yourself up to growth. This shift in perspective doesn't erase the difficulty, but it allows you to find meaning in the struggle. Next, take small, consistent actions toward overcoming the challenge. Break the problem down into manageable pieces and focus on what you can control. Trying to tackle everything at once can feel overwhelming, but taking one step at a time builds momentum. Each small victory boosts your confidence and shows you that progress is possible. Even in the face of significant adversity, forward motion, no matter how slow, is a powerful tool. Self-care is an essential part of harnessing adversity for growth. When life feels chaotic, it's easy to neglect your own well-being, but this is when self-care matters most. Taking time to nourish your body, mind, and soul gives you the strength to face challenges head-on. Simple practices like eating nutritious meals, staying physically active, and getting enough sleep can make a significant difference. Self-care isn't selfish, it's a necessary foundation for resilience. Seeking support is another crucial step. No one can navigate life's challenges entirely on their own, and there's strength in reaching out for help. Whether it's leaning on trusted friends or family members, joining a support group, or seeking professional guidance, connecting with others can provide both comfort and perspective. Sometimes, simply knowing you're not alone can make the weight of adversity feel a little lighter. Journaling can also be a powerful tool for growth during difficult times. Writing down your thoughts and emotions allows you to process what you're going through and gain clarity. It's a space where you can be honest with yourself without fear of judgment. Over time, journaling can reveal patterns, insights, and progress that might not be immediately obvious. It helps transform chaos into a narrative that you can understand and learn from. Finally, celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Growth doesn't happen overnight, and it's easy to overlook the strides you've made when you're focused on the challenges ahead. Take time to acknowledge your resilience and the effort you've put into moving forward. Recognizing your growth reinforces your ability to overcome future adversities and reminds you of your inner strength. Adversity, while painful, has the potential to shape us in profound ways. By taking intentional steps, practicing self-care, and seeking support, you can transform life's toughest moments into powerful opportunities for personal growth. Resilience is not a one-time achievement. It's an ongoing process that requires attention and effort. Life's challenges rarely come in neat, isolated packages. They often overlap, persist, and evolve, testing your strength again and again. Sustaining resilience through these ongoing challenges requires not just the ability to adapt, but the commitment to continually grow. It's about building a foundation that helps you endure and thrive no matter what comes your way. One of the most important ways to sustain resilience is to prioritize self-awareness. Regularly check in with yourself to understand how you're feeling and what you need. When life becomes overwhelming, it's easy to lose touch with your own emotions, pushing them aside to keep moving forward. But ignoring how you feel only delays the healing process. Take time to reflect, whether through journaling, meditation, or quiet moments of introspection. This self-awareness allows you to address issues before they grow into something unmanageable. Continuous personal development is essential for long-term resilience. Challenges are constantly changing, and so must your skills and mindset. Invest in your growth by learning new things, whether it's through reading, taking a course, or developing a hobby. Expanding your knowledge and abilities not only makes you more adaptable, but also builds your confidence. When you know you're constantly improving, you're better equipped to handle whatever life throws at you. Another critical factor in sustaining resilience is maintaining healthy habits. Your physical and mental health are deeply interconnected, and both play a significant role in your ability to cope with stress. Regular exercise, even something as simple as walking, can reduce stress and improve your mood. Eating nourishing foods and getting enough sleep ensure your body and mind have the energy to face challenges. Small, consistent actions in these areas create a solid foundation that supports you during tough times. Connection is also key. Building and maintaining meaningful relationships provides a support system that can lift you when things feel heavy. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, listen without judgment, and remind you of your strength. Regularly engaging with your community, whether it's friends, family, or a group that shares your interests, helps you feel grounded and supported. Resilience isn't just an individual effort, it's something we build together. Adopting a growth mindset can further sustain resilience. This means viewing setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities to learn and grow. It's about seeing life's difficulties as temporary and surmountable, rather than permanent and insurmountable. When you train your mind to approach challenges with curiosity instead of fear, you open the door to creative solutions and unexpected opportunities. This mindset keeps you moving forward, even in the face of repeated obstacles. Lastly, cultivate practices that keep you centered and grounded, such as mindfulness or gratitude. Mindfulness helps you stay present, preventing you from becoming overwhelmed by regrets about the past or worries about the future. Gratitude, on the other hand, shifts your focus to what's good in your life, even when things feel tough. Together, these practices create a mental and emotional space that fosters resilience. Sustaining resilience is a lifelong journey. It requires consistent effort, but the rewards are immeasurable. With each challenge, you grow stronger, more capable, and more prepared for what lies ahead. It's not about avoiding struggles, it's about building the strength to face them with courage and confidence. In today's video, we've explored how to transform pain into personal power. We discussed how pain, whether physical, emotional, or psychological, is a universal experience that everyone faces. We emphasize that adversity can be the catalyst for personal development, helping us grow stronger and more resilient. Facing pain rather than avoiding it is a crucial step toward healing, and shifting your perspective can make all the difference in how you respond to life's challenges. We also touched on the importance of emotional resilience and how self-care, support, and continuous personal development are essential in maintaining that strength. Remember, pain is not something to fear or avoid. Instead, it can serve as a pathway to empowerment, helping you discover your true strength. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth, and with the right mindset and tools, you can turn adversity into your greatest ally. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more motivational content. Keep pushing forward, and remember, your resilience is the key to unlocking your potential.